Alright, welcome back to Create VR. We are back and we are now on Oculus. That is why we are back. So, let's begin. And basically, I'll talk about our launch on the Oculus Rift as well as what we have updated on the Gear VR. Alright, so first things first. For the Gear VR, we did update and have additional inputs for you guys to use, so you can actually use the Gear VR controller and at the same time the usual gamepad, the touchpad. In addition, we also have an extension for gamepad controllers for Create on Gear VR, so that's pretty cool. That being said, we also have the Oculus Rift that is going to be controlled by the gamepad and also touch, I think. You think I would know this by now, but I'm just trying to recall. We added so much input that I'm forgetting. So yes, so we are on Gear VR, we have controllers, we have gamepad, we have the touchpad on the Gear VR, and also gamepad for the Oculus Rift on desktop, and also using Oculus Touch as the gamepad. So yeah, so we basically extended that for our new release and launch today. Now the process of review, since you guys are kind of here still sticking with us, I'll just dive a little bit into that. Basically, usually it takes about 1 or 3 weeks depending on how much load they have. So for us, we actually managed to get this reviewed quicker because we have inside connections. But that being said, that aside, yeah, I'm glad we could get this out to you guys before you guys fade away. So now let's briefly talk about what is new in both the Gear VR and the Oculus version. So there were a bunch of bugs. Some of them were addressed, some of them weren't. So basically, for the Gear VR, there was some issues with combining things. Some of those were not fixed in this version because we were so focused on releasing an Oculus. For example, if you merge energy with tools, nothing still happens in the Gear VR. But everything else that you guys requested has been changed and updated. For example, if I swipe down on my Gear VR right now, or if you do that on the Oculus, you can see that we have added an additional finally delete button, so you can delete stuff from your scene that you will not overheat your phone after 15 minutes of gameplay. Yes, and that is that. So let's just see that in action. I put a bunch of junk in my scene right now. Now if you just tap on it, just like how you would select any of your other tools, you just hover over this and you just tap on your Gear VR or select on your Oculus Rift. Voila, it's gone. It's not even there, it's gone. Oops, yeah, I didn't want that anyway, so it's gone. Yes. So we did contemplate on adding a reset button, but we figured probably deleting it manually like this would be easier and you have more control in that sense instead of totally resetting. We could implement that if many people request for it, but for now, focusing on simple stuff, just the delete button would do. Okay, what else? Well, we did fix a bunch of combination issues that was reported, and this should also address the overheating issue that I believe one or two of you experienced on the phone because there were too many things in the scene. So now you can delete as many things as you want. Now, I put in so much effort into this, I'm not going to delete anything, but you basically saw what I could do. So I could bring something up. For example, I just bring a book, put it right here. I don't want this, delete, yes. Okay. Gone, there you go. So yeah, that's really about it. Look at the trees. My stuff is still intact, so even if you've updated the version, everything that you've created will still be there. So you don't have to worry about that. So as you can see right here, this is the updated version for me, and I still retain everything in my scene. So you can go ahead, have fun, go crazy with the delete button, delete stuff you don't want. And basically, I'm trying to think of what I'm missing right now. That what I'm supposed to say, but totally slipped my mind because I'm so excited for the delete button. Oh yes. So yeah. Again, we are on Oculus Rift mainly because many of you that requested for the code actually only had the Rift and you didn't have the Gear VR. So we have addressed that issue as well, based on popular demand / the millions of requests we've received. Not really millions, but yeah, so awesome. So for those of you who are both, you know, users, owners of the Gear VR and the Oculus Rift, I believe you will get 2 separate worlds, if I'm not mistaken. So you basically can create a different scene entirely. One day we will link those 2 together, but for now, that is all. We mainly launched that just so that users who don't have the gear on the mobile can do it on desktop as well, because of the number of requests we've been getting. Alright, so that's really about it. It's just a quick hey, hello, you know, and checking in and telling you guys about the updates and the launch on Oculus Rift desktop. And now we are on both platforms, mobile and desktop. So yes, continue creating whatever's on your mind, have fun, you know, delete stuff you don't need. You don't have to worry anymore about things overheating and exploding in your house. So yeah, alright. Hopefully you guys have a great day and have fun creating what's on your mind.